All right, then we get the Bucs at the Saints here, and Tom Brady, he throwing picks and turning over the ball here. We get this by Tom Brady, folks. Going back to last year, multiple games with, multiple turnovers, and just even in the NFC Championship game, 3 interceptions back to back to back, folks. How crazy. And they still win. The only reason you can win the games against Tom Brady while he throws the interceptions and the turnovers is making him pay while scoring off of the turnovers, and that's why the Saints won, folks. That's exactly why the Saints won. Here we go. All of Tom Brady's turnovers. First one is a fumble in the second quarter. Saints take advantage and score a field goal going up 10-7. So they score 3 points off of one turnover. Then on the following drive, Tom Brady throws an interception. And once again, multiple turnovers on really kind of successions of drives, folks. Really on consistent back-to-back drives. We see this a lot by Tom Brady. Must make him pay for it. Off the interception, the Saints go down and score a touchdown. 10 points off of 2 turnovers. And then the one that really sealed it, the pick six. Saints up 2 points. Tom Brady with the chance. 1:41 to go down and win the game. Only need a field goal to win the game. And what does he do? He throws a pick six at 17 points off of 3 turnovers. And that's exactly why the Saints won. See what happens? Only down 2 points. Tom Brady can make up for that. He can overcome those turnovers. It relies on the defense, or really the offense, to score off of the great job by the defense of taking the ball away from Tom Brady. It's hard to do, but when you can do it, you must make him pay for it. See what happens. Only down two, turning the ball over twice, and then the nail in the coffin, the pick six by Tom Brady. So well done by the Saints to make Tom Brady pay for his mistakes, and we get this a couple of times a year, folks. We saw it last season. Nobody made him pay for it. Aaron Rodgers didn't make him pay for those turnovers, and they win the Super Bowl because of that. So make Tom Brady pay for his turnovers. So Tom Brady goes 28 of 40 for a 70% completion percentage, 375 yards, 4 touchdowns. All that was great, but those 3 turnovers cost him the game. Boneheaded plays, real bad reads, all of that not great by Tom Brady. Running game, Giovanni Bernard, 2 carries for 30 yards. Leonard Fournette, 8 carries for 26 yards. Ronald Jones, 3 carries for 13 yards. Running game was a little lackluster overall this game. And then who was Tom Brady throwing to? He had Chris Godwin, leading receiver, 8 carries, 8 receptions for 140 yards and a touchdown. Tyler Johnson, 5 catches for 65 yards. Cyril Grayson, 1 catch, 50 yards, touchdown, broke big. Mike Evans, 2 catches, 48 yards and a touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 3 carries, 17 yards. O.J. Howard, 2 catches, 16 yards. Cameron Braid, 2 catches, 15 yards. Jalen Darden, 3 catches, 11 yards. Giovanni Bernard, 1 catch, 7 yards, a touchdown. So many weapons to go to. That's why you must make them pay. Must make them pay. Well done with the Saints. And then the Saints, another game where quarterback doesn't matter. Jameis Winston gets knocked out real early, and prayers up to Jameis Winston. He's going to probably be out for the rest of the season. Truly unfortunate. And no Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill was not playing this game, so they had to go to Trevor Simeon. And Trevor Simeon gets it done, folks. Wow. Quarterback doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's playing quarterback for these games, for these teams. After we all know that the quarterback's the most important spot of football. It doesn't matter for most of the time, some of the time. How crazy. But Trevor Simeon goes 16 of 29, folks. 55% completion percentage. Not great, but it gets it done. We're not going to knock Trevor Simeon for this. 159 yards, 1 touchdown, no pick. Didn't even turn the ball over. He fumbled, but didn't lose it. We give him credit for that, not losing the fumble. Big time job right there. And he leads them to a win over Tom Brady at home. Oh, my God. Fantastic. Jameis Winston went 6 of 10 for 56 yards and a touchdown. We had a bar in this game for the Saints offense if we wanted to buy this Saints team. We said this was the worst 4-2 team in the league. Now they're 5-2. Do we dare say they're the worst team in the league still? I don't know. This was a good job of the Saints defense. Maybe we'll hold off on that. But we wanted to see at least 405 yards of total offense. That was their most they've ever had this season, folks. And that's real life, folks. That's what we wanted to see to buy the Saints team heading into week 9. So how many yards of total offense did they have? And if they had more than 405, why did it take until Jameis Winston was not playing for them to do so, right? So total yards was only 361. So we'll see if we can buy the Saints team. We'll see what they do at quarterback. Do they go to Taysom Hill, or do they keep Trevor Simeon? It's going to be interesting to see what Sean Payton does, but we'll see what happens. And I don't know if we could buy the Saints team. We'll see what happens at quarterback, and we'll watch Trevor Simeon on Wednesday if we need to do so, and then we'll kind of see what happens as this week progresses. But we got to see what they do at quarterback first before we kind of make our decision on if we should be buying the Saints team offensively or not. Still not really moving the ball, taking advantage of the turnovers, and accounted for 17 points. You take 17 points away, they're at 21. Bucs win 27-21. So still not 100% believing in the Saints team. All right, the running game. Alvin Kamara, 19 carries for 61 yards and a touchdown. Jameis Winston took off 4 times for 40 yards. Unfortunately, got brought down. Weird not a horse collar tackle. It was called horse collar tackle. Shouldn't have been. Just kind of a mid part of the back. Gets brought down, tears his ACL, MCL, something like that. Real bad for Jameis Winston. Truly unfortunate. And then who was Trevor Simeon throwing to? We have Kevin White, leading receiver, 1 catch, 38 yards. Deontay Harris, 3 catches, 35 yards. Traquan Smith, 3 catches, 33 yards and a touchdown. Garrett Griffin, 3 catches, 30 yards. Marquez Callaway, 3 catches, 30 yards. Mark Ingram, first game back, and he's already getting it done. 2 receptions for 25 yards. Alvin Kamara, 3 catches for 15 yards. So Trevor Simeon giving the ball to everybody. Love seeing that. All right, and then Jameis Winston, folks. I mean, what a character Jameis Winston is, folks, and he's such a great positive energy to bring in the locker room and all that. So we know it's Halloween. They're having a party after the win and all that, and we know Jameis Winston went down, but he was still partying with the team, celebrating after the win. They're all dancing in the locker room with like a fog machine, and we get Jameis Winston dancing on crutches, going absolutely wild here, dancing, getting hyped up with the squad. So this is Jameis Winston, folks. He's just such a lighthearted guy. Obviously he wants to win, but it's not like the end-all be-all football where we have to be, 100% stoic face and stone face throughout the entire thing. He's ready just to have fun and celebrate and get the win. Obviously he wants to win. We see that out there. Great leadership all around, even though, he got injured and he could be, sitting in his locker room open. Oh man, I'm not going to be able to play for the rest of the year, but he's there celebrating with the team. A big win, a great team win. Your captain goes down. You can't even go to your number 2 quarterback. You got to go to your third option, and the team rallies around offense, defense, and then just Jameis Winston rocking out with these crutches, folks. I mean, it's just so great to see this man in great spirits after a bad injury. Now that he's not going to be the starter anymore, all of that, everything that's happened in his career, getting tossed aside, the 30 for 30, getting kind of clowned to death online and all that, and he still has this great personality. Man, oh man, huge credit to Jameis Winston, folks, and look at this man breaking it down. It's just so, his energy is infectious, folks. I would love to play for Jameis Winston, folks. This would get me hype. I would buy in. I would go to war. I would die on the field, I think, for Jameis Winston. This is how much of a leader he is, folks, and I'm absolutely loving it. Well done to Jameis. Unfortunate with the injury, but he's still here, folks, in spirit, and we talk about leadership all the time here on the show, and Jameis Winston is leadership, folks. And this locker room looks hyped as heck. I mean, could you imagine being in this locker room after this win? Everybody going crazy. Man. So, Saints get the win, 36-27, and beat Tom Brady.